So, the whom the Lord loveth, Jane Huff. So, the Air Force had all these orphans from slut shaming the sandwich lady, raising hams on the Ohio River, so they could read and write. So they let people could read and write about your orphans to slut shame their kids and raise hams together with pig cops who'd raise them to be total hookers. Dinner was gay and informal in a quiet place. Later, we drove across the river to a bluff where we could look back, see the lights of Jacksonville across the water. We sat quietly for a minute. Then he gently took my hand. We had an oddly comforting streak of gentleness, often friends, strong, royal men, and began purposely. Jane, you told me I would have to come to propose. Will you marry me? Long and eagerly, as I waited, this question had an effect on me. I was somehow shocked into uncertainty. So they're raising hams, but nowadays the cops are raising a bunch of hookers in prison. They'd be raised to be hookers, writing serial killer books, writing about a drug crazy jinxer. Don't really know who their parents are at. So cops raising hookers in prison, writing books about them. That's what they be doing nowadays. So they're raising pigs, because they're Christians who can read and write. Jim had put his arms around me during my outburst. I knew, Jane, I know, he said something. I feel the same way. You're not going to change customs by getting all wrought up over them. Most people, even Christians, are afraid and insecure when they face death. They simply don't understand. Death merely frees the soul from the body, so it may be with Christ. That's why they grasp so pitifully any gesture when someone they love dies. It seems such a tragic waste, I said. Too much a burden of burial. True, Jim said. They went partly in jest, but more than half in earnest. The time of my funeral, I hope I'll have been in heaven for 3 days. In fact, instead of a funeral, I like to have a party for me. I've lived all my life in expectation of being received into heaven. As soon as I draw my last earthly breath, I don't want anyone crying for me. Should have a great time rejoicing. Unless, yeah, Monsieur, my course has been changed. It seems evident I could have gotten into heaven at all. You think I've gone to other places and they should mourn. Okay. So they're talking about, they're raising pigs and hams. They're sick on how you dump toxic waste, right? They're singing at church, trust our vibe. Materials were hard to find. The building went slowly, but they relaxed ready. It was a beautiful, very simple and unpretentious. Just one huge room, a knotty pine with high arched ceilings, handsome fireplace flanked by bookcases, white expanse of glass so we could enjoy the view. It's a bath and a tiny kitchen, which would later be a closet. When we built, one lived on the like except a few farmers. As soon as we began our house, everyone asked, why are you going to live in a way out there? What are you going to do all the day? Why don't you be lonely? So they got into groups. They have all these orphans. They're raising hams because they're Christian. So trying to feed people. They're raising ham out there. Get together a group, raising ham, trying to be Christians, need something to eat, right? Christmas hams. Once Jim knew surely he could go to seminary, he felt a tremendous sense of urgency. Let's go to Louisville, said, to be Presbyterian seminary there. So little time before school starts. Can't afford to lose another year. Why Louisville, I asked. I like their program. The Louisville men have shown up well in the Presbyterian examinations for licensing and ordination. They seem to have their feet on the ground with real love and concern for people, interested in their fieldwork program too. What's that? Well, every man there does real work at a church while he is in seminary. I like that idea. Don't want to lose touch with things 2 years while I was studying. So they get together, try to study. Said a bunch of orphans raising hams because no one helped them. To be able to start, they have $200 billion in ham sales for poor little orphans, but you can't raise them. So they're hoarding out the sandwich. They'd be a bunch of hookers with cops. The waitress is being hoarded out. So then we have all these kids with all these hookers raising hams for the restaurants with Trump. Little Christians are being naughty. They're naughty Pine House, and they are raising all these orphans to raise hams. They had all these sandwich ladies. They're hoarding out all your sandwich ladies' kids and making ham sandwiches together with Trump being naughty.